One Fight Night 28, Prajanchai versus Barboza. So welcome to anybody that's just joining us right now. If this is your first time joining us, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that other fun stuff. Anything else that we want to cover in this intro, Will?
Yeah, just like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. It's Story the Fight on everything. StoryTheFight.com. We'll list all of our socials. But yes, we just want to talk about the fights. Prajanchai versus Barboza. Nong-O,
Yes.
Kongthoranee. We got some bangers.
We have some bangers, and you know what? Not sloppy. Very technical.
Yeah, very
Technical
tech. Well, there
bangers.
was there was one sloppy bang on this one too that we'll talk about, but most
Ooh,
of it was very
most
technical
of them,
bangers.
yes. So let's go. Let's have at it, man. We have Prajanchai versus Barboza.
Yes, Prajanchai, the double champ, kickboxing and Muay Thai. Right, he's defending his Muay Thai belt in this one against Ellis Barboza.
Only 24 years old.
It's crazy, dude.
Barboza
Makes you
only
feel like
24 years old. That's insane.
Yeah. He's coming off the win over Alif, so he gets the title shot against Prajanchai. This is why our boy John DeBella is fighting Same for the interim kickboxing belt next month, because they're like, well, Prajanchai is defending his Muay Thai belt. You guys can then interim belt for kickboxing in the meantime. But here we go. We got Prajanchai versus Ellis Barboza. Uh, Clinic by Prajanchai. Absolute
So
clinic.
good.
Ellis Barboza very tough, but he's got that high guard, and the reads of Prajanchai to go to the body underneath the high guard, like this picture is a perfect example of. Thank you, Rich, for pulling that up. The other thing he was doing was then just grabbing the wrists of Barboza while he was framing, because Barboza would just frame and basically do this and just try to absorb something and then maybe counter. Prajanchai would just tie him up and then bam, slip an elbow over, and you're just like, God damn, he's good, dude. What a great game plan, and just
And
he's
that's why
seen
he's
it
just
all.
bleeding from the top of his head,
Yeah,
Barboza,
dude.
because he keeps on getting those elbows right on top of his head, and Prajanchai's pointing at his head and then pointing at him like, "Hey, bro, you're bleeding. I got you."
Yeah, well, so we'll show a clip right now, if you guys didn't see the finish. But yeah, he elbows him in the top of the head, and blood starts coming down from the hair, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And Prajanchai is like, got you with that one." And then the elbow that finishes the fight, as soon as he lands it, he points at him and Olivier. Chris says, "Dude punched him in the kidneys from the front." uh, Punched through the liver to the kidney. Um, but collateral damage, what they call that in the old Call of Duty days. But he elbows him across the eye, and he immediately points at him and looks at the ref like, "I got him. I know that's it." And then Olivier's like, "Okay, hold on." And Prajanchai's already on the ropes, and he's like, "I fucking nailed it. I got him." Crazy, dude. Um, we can. Yes, here's the framing where he's able to land those elbows. But one put it on their Instagram. There's the cut. But let me show the
It looked like a
elbow.
third eye.
Yes. So watch this. They're gonna show both elbows here. The first one on in the hair that cuts the cut, and then the second one, which is the finish.
Yep, pointing at his head
And then right here, get right, bam, there it is.
so fast.
Immediately, he's like, "No, we're not fighting anymore." That's it, dude.
Dude, how fun was it though that they were getting like super testy at the end of the round?
Oh, it
Like,
was heated, dude.
yeah. Somebody would throw a punch, other person would throw a punch. Olivier Cost, the boss, had to step in and multiple times just start trying to pick him up and drag him over to the other side of the ring. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really, really cool, man. This elbow right here, bam, it's so good. And if you're like, how bad was the cut really? Rich, I believe, just had the picture up.
Ooh,
We could see that. Graphic
graphic
content warning.
warning.
Jesus Christ.
Can you zoom in on that?
I
It
don't think we
it does look like a
can.
third eye.
Yeah, it is bad.
Ugh.
You could call that a doozy. I would call that a
Yeah.
doozy.
I mean, he called his shot, man. He hits it, and he points at it right away, and he's like, "Oh, dude, game over.
So
You
seeing
can't
how
fight
excited he
with
got
that.
when he saw it, he was
Come
like,
on."
"Yeah, I did it." Crazy, dude.
Fun fight though.
Yeah, that's what 350 wins does to a guy. When he sees something like that, he knows.
Yeah, and again, Barboza, props, man. It's got a long career ahead of him. Again, only 24 years old, so
Yeah, next level toughness, dude. And he
big
was
picture.
touching Prajanchai, but Prajanchai, he's just on another level, man. He really
Yeah,
is.
yeah. All right, want to move on?
Yes. definitely. But I'm very excited to see him face the winner of DeBella versus Sammy. That should be fun.
Yes. All right,
Princess Third
co-main
Eye Blind.
event. We had
Classic.
Kongthoranee versus Nong-O
Yes, this is Nong-O's debut
at
down
flyweight.
at flyweight, and he looked good, dude. He looked really good. I think he's 38, right? So, and I think Kongthornee's got to be young, dude. He's got to be what, like in his late 20s, maybe mid to late 20s.
Let me pull it up
Um,
real quick.
but
Date of birth not known.
whoa, dude, who is the man? Mystery
I
man.
don't know, dude.
Um, I'm sure they showed it on the tail of the tape or something. But
Yeah, probably.
Jimmy says he looks so small. Well, this is what we're starting to see now. Ty's working with nutritionists, right? Kongthoranee works with Peter Miller, the guy who works with, I mean, all the top guys over in one. Nong-O moving down in weight because there's all these guys from the UK, from Russia, who are cutting weight, getting good at the hydration system, cutting weight, and just they're much bigger than the Thais. The culture is just different, you know. Um, and they get kind of blitzed by these guys, and it's a wrap quick.
28.
28. Okay, to Nongo's 38, I believe. But man, what a classic fight this was, dude. Just two highly technical guys. Nongo's just a little bit out of step, maybe. But most of these rounds were super close, man. Just both being able to sneak those kicks in past the guard. Very cool.
Super high level from both of them. Just watching them work off of their feints, watching them react off
Mm-hmm.
of any like blocked kicks, and just super creative. There was one where Kongthoranee grabs the leg of Nong-O as he lands a body kick, but then he just
Mm-hmm.
pulls the leg towards him, and as he pulls him towards him, like in the same
That was
motion, he
sick, dude.
throws the elbow, which was so good. And then Nong-O, the switch kick footwork. So he like does
Oh
footwork,
yeah,
feints a switch kick, but then throws a punch and then lands a low leg kick. And I was like, oh my God.
yeah,
It's
dude.
just super next level with these guys. It was masterful to watch.
Yeah, this was like if someone wants to see a technical banger, this is it, dude. Austin said, "Bro, not gonna look great, even with the L. As someone who's seen every Friday Fights card since day one of airing, it's amazing to see fighters like Kongthoranee. Yeah, it's great seeing the guys come from Friday Fights, and Kongthoranee has leveled up, dude. This guy is elite, absolutely elite. Um,
His trunks, by the way, awesome. That
very
shiny
cool
green that he used, very
with the
good.
Sharks, dude. Fucking
Oh,
sick.
awesome.
Yeah." Nango also had a very cool robe for his walkout. I should have put a picture in. It was really cool.
uh,
Both these guys are so sick. I didn't want to see either lose, but like Blunderbub said, very happy to see Nongo not get knocked out. I think he's good at this weight class. He said he felt good. You're ready for the next thing, so I like it.
all right. Well, we'll move on to the next fight unless you have anything else.
No, and this is going to be a quick one.
Yes, we had Tetsuka versus Zhang Lipeng.
Yes, Tetsuka, my boy. Oh, it hurts. Like we talked about with Zhang Li versus Tatiana Suarez, punching on people's kicks. If you can catch somebody while they're on one leg, or right when they're putting their leg back down, you can do a lot more damage with a shot that maybe looks like it shouldn't have done so much damage. And that's what this was. He drops him with a power jab and then hits him with some hammer fists. And let's watch it.
Boom.
I mean, just
Was it a
shut him off
power
with that.
grab or was it like a left hook that was not
Not a
like
big
he didn't
arc to
use?
it, maybe.
Yeah. Because
Maybe
yeah, that's what it was.
he just touched him with it.
He
Well, you
just
see
touched him with it.
Tetsuka's on one
But if you
leg.
remember, before this, um, Lipeng lands a stiff jab, which
Yes.
drops
Hurt him.
Tetsuka. Like he just
Yeah, to a knee.
loses his leg, drops down, pops right back up. So at that point, I
Yes.
think he's already hurt. He's already rocked. Circles around, and then he feints the left knee. And
Hmm.
before the knee comes back down, the leg comes back down, he touches him with that left hook, which
Yes.
drops Tetsuka.
Yeah.
So it's
While
just a
Tetsuka's on
very
one leg.
nice,
So just
yes, very nice sequence. Very nice
yeah, really
sequence.
cool.
Didn't require very much power.
Yeah.
So Zhang
eh,
Lipeng, great job.
Great job. And I think that's something
What a
that is
weekend for the
needed.
Chinese fighters, huh?
Really, dude. Really.
Whew.
And this is someone that I think that shot there was the one that dropped him to a knee. But yeah, then he puts him out with the hammer fist. And it sucks. I really like Tetsuka, but Zhang Lipeng, dude, like that, someone to watch. I think that's someone that they could do something with in MMA.
Sweet. All right. Well, we will move on. We're going to start skipping fights now just for the sake of time yet again.
Yeah, shout
But
out
we
Sean
had,
Kamako. We're not going to cover the fight, but that's a Bay Area boy.
yeah,
Shout out him for getting a dub.
we had Yamakita versus Adiwang.
Banger, dude. I love Pocket
Zhang,
Monk.
Zhang Li
Always been, yeah.
versus
always
Yamakita. Make it happen.
make it happen. I've always been a big fan of Pocket Monk. I think he's got one of the coolest nicknames, and his fighting style is very fun. And Lito Adiwang, dude, holy shit, this dude throws with everything in every single
The
punch.
weekend of the mullets, huh?
Yeah, lots of mullets, dude.
This
Lots of
one's
mullets.
solid.
It's a
I
good
like
one.
this one. Yeah, it's a really good
Yes.
one.
Um,
But Yamakita, next level wrestling, man. His chain wrestling
dude,
is he's
that's
just
Japan right now.
nonstop.
Japan wrestling right now is super good. If you watch the Olympics, a lot of Japanese guys and girls, they're actually their female wrestling is even better right now. But Pocket Monk is a perfect example of just lethal wrestling, and with the one championship rules with grounded knees, just fucking dangerous, dude. This guy is dangerous. But every time
Yeah,
they'd get up, Adewang would throw these massive shots, and he even hurt him at one point at the end of a round. But
going to the body.
yes, and he
He steps
crumbles.
in with the left and then comes in with that right hook to the
Yeah,
body, crumbles, and then it's like a desperation takedown where he's just holding onto his leg for dear
got his
life.
ankle, dude. But that's
Oh
the thing,
yeah,
like you said, the chain wrestling, all he needs is an ankle, and he'll build off of that into a takedown. If you defend the first shot, you got to get the fuck out of there, dude, because he will get the takedown.
the other thing about these grounded the knees to grounded opponents will is that it creates we said it creates a different element. People can't just sit there and
Hmm.
rest and try to ride that round out, right? But the
Yeah.
other thing is Yamakita had the ability to pick position over striking as well. And
Hmm.
multiple times when he would lift the leg and land the knee, it would land. But that is when Adiwang would then be able to spin out of the way. So he would
Yes.
eat a shot, eat a knee to be able to gain better position and he'd be able to stand up. This happened like 3 times throughout the fight where
Yes.
leg lifts as the knee's coming down and it's landing,
Yes.
Adiwang
Because
slips out.
and that's the same with just grappling in general without even strikes, right? Just jujitsu. Going for an attack in jujitsu creates space to create an opportunity for your opponent to then use that space to get up or hit a sweep or something like that, right?
Yes.
Like going for something, there's a risk involved always, which is why that's why in MMA a lot of the times you see a lot of low risk control because if I go for the submission, if I posture up to land strikes, they're going to be able to get out from under me, and the control matters more. But not in one. Not in one, because I could land a knee and that could finish the fight. Chris,
Yeah.
that's nasty. Uh, but because of that, you just end up with more action-packed grappling, just because of the it's another opportunity for the guy who's getting controlled to get up, right? Because if
Yes.
I'm on top, I want to throw a knee. That's the best thing I could do is throw a knee. So you create scrambles, and anytime you can incentivize scrambles and grappling, you're going to have much more exciting grappling and it leads to more exciting fights.
Fun fight though.
Yeah.
Very fun fight. All right. Are we gonna
Oh, how
move
about
on?
Pocket Monk gets him in that Darce and Adiwang from the bottom starts throwing knees.
Both of
Fucking
them to end
hilarious, dude.
the fight.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
cool, dude.
and the way that Adiwang though, because they're in that north south position, right? And then you have Yamakita that's lifting his legs up to land massive knees, but Adiwang is posture or
Framing.
posting him up, framing,
Yeah.
and so those knees aren't getting through, and so Adiwang's just throwing knees from the bottom, and I was like, what in the world? I've never seen that before.
Awesome, dude.
So
So
much
cool.
fun, so much fun. All right, we will move on. We had Felipe Lobo versus Saemapetch.
Yes. Man, Saemapetch, dude. I love Saemapetch, and he's so good at counting off his back foot, but Lobo, dude, just a bulldozer in this fight. And again, we talked about punching off of kicks. He knocked down Saemapetch multiple times, punching him off of kicks. And some people might say, like, oh, that shouldn't count as a knockdown. It's because the punch knocked him off balance because he was only on one foot. But if you go down because the punch landed, you don't have knockdowns. You don't have to be rocked or half unconscious for it to count as a knockdown. That's not how
Yeah,
knockdowns work. Because what are
yeah.
we going to measure your brain and how active it is? You can't. So if you get hit and you go down, it's a knockdown. Um, I thought we were going to get 3 in a round. uh, we didn't. He got 2, I think, in the second round. I think it
Yes,
was.
2 in the
Um,
second round.
I think he knocked him down 4 times.
Yep.
But I like Lobo, dude. He's a good dude. And he's got a fun style. Like Austin says, he almost finished Haggerty. That was crazy. Um, we didn't talk about Prajanchai got a double bonus, 100K. Chester makes a great point. Lobo should have got 50K for this win instead of Prajanchai getting 2, and I agree. But we can take a look at some of his handiwork really quick. I mean, that's a knockdown.
Fast jab, man.
Yeah, very good. There's another one off the kick.
Perfect counter. And the way that he sidesteps too as he was throwing that.
Yeah, and that was a legit one.
This is already
Lobo's
in the third
dangerous, man.
round. Oh,
The shot as he's falling.
yes.
That right hand.
That was
Yeah,
painful.
and that's it.
But so good.
So good. The Nabil fight, you could tell he was very frustrated trying to get in on Nabil, but now losing to Nabil doesn't look so bad, you know?
Yeah,
Nabil's pretty fucking good.
he is pretty good. He's pretty good. All right.
Saemapetch has a 100% losing by knockout rate. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Live by the
I
sword,
like the
die by
guy.
the sword, dude.
Live by the sword, die by the sword. Chris
Yeah.
says that was 3 knockdowns. Yes, but it was split. The 2 of them
Yeah.
came
2 in
in
the
one
second,
round.
2 in
Yeah.
the third. So,
Yeah.
all right. We will move on. I believe this is going to be the last fight we're going to cover.
Yeah.
But we had Miado versus Nakatani.
Look, we talked enough about the technical bangers.
Ooh, another
It's time
mullet.
for a sloppy one.
Another mullet. I like
Yeah.
it.
I think one did a great job scouting Nakatani. I think he's lost twice now, but I think this guy is talented. And this was a close fight, dude. This was a close fight. These guys did not want to give an inch to each other. What a fun fight this was.
Yeah, really fast counters
Yes.
from Miado. And he caught Nakatani a couple times coming through.
Mhm.
And this is one of those things where Nakatani, in some cases, had a good top control time in some of these rounds, but didn't do very
Mhm.
much with it. So,
Yes.
especially in one with their
Yeah.
judging, when that happens, they're going to give it to the gentleman or the fighter, I should say,
Mhm.
that had the more effective striking.
Yes. Yes. You know, uh, man, both these guys were swinging. I really like the clinch work from Nakatani, like the knees he was landing and stuff like that.
Mm,
But like you said, Miato's counters, dude. I like how he keeps like his elbows tight when he strikes, and I really like that about him. Um, uh, Austin says this was a sloppy banger. His stock shouldn't go down even with the L, and his clear flaws. His ground game is nasty. Yes. Blunderbuff says I was breathing so hard watching Nakatani not finishing those takedowns. Yeah, because he would enter perfectly on some of these takedowns, right? Like he'd get the entry, and he just didn't have the drive or something. But it's just, I think Miato's also just very good at his takedown defense. But man, this was a scrap, dude. Just both guys, like I said,
yeah.
refusing to give an inch to each other, and just it was a dogfight, you know?
Yeah, and this was a lot of duck down from Miado too and stand back
Hmm.
up and throw overhand, right,
Yeah.
overhand left. Uh, but we talked about the striking. So there's this one that really stuck out to me where he ducks down, right, like towards his right, and
Miado.
comes up with the shovel hook, like straight from
Hmm.
that position, and it was lightning fast. And I thought to myself, dude, if he could just, because there's a couple times where they clinch where I feel like Miado could have stepped away and just reset, but he
Yeah.
also engaged in some of the ground game, and I
Yeah.
was like, dude, just like you
Yeah.
got him
Just
standing, bro. You got him standing.
yeah.
Just it was a fun fight though.
Yeah. Very fun fight. I like both these guys a lot. One had a pretty good showing for the MMA in this card.
Yeah,
That's a nasty shot from the top, dude. Um, But I know a lot of people think that one should scratch MMA and just go straight Muay Thai kickboxing. I don't think so. I think MMA is needed, and I like their MMA. I think if they can get some activity from some of their guys and start building out their rankings, and just having guys fight at least like twice a year, I think that would be put them in a really good spot. Because I mean, this card had like 4 or 5 different MMA fights on it. I think there was 5 originally, and one fell off because of the weight cut. But this was a fun fight. Pocket Monk, that was a great scrap. Zhang Lipeng against Tetsuka. That's like a contender type fight
yeah,
showing from Zhang. Um, Good MMA in this card. And even we're not going to cover the fight, but the one before this, the Carlo fight, goddamn, dude just blitzed and finished the guy, and it's like I want to see him fight again.
yeah. 53 seconds of the first round. It shows here.
Yeah, Genevieve says, I love the MMA from one. I think they have a great pool for matchups. Yeah, they just need to start making it more active
Pushing
and
it.
push it. They took a long break for a bit to really push the Muay Thai, and I think that worked. I think a lot of people, even here in the States, are now starting to be like, bro, the 1 4-ounce Muay Thai is fucking crazy. Great. But the work's not done yet, I don't think, with MMA. Just get us some more, you know?
We made it. We made
We
it.
made it.
Bonuses?
Yes, bonuses were a little short this one. Prajanchai got a double bonus, and Zhang Lipeng got a bonus. Like Chester said, I thought Lobo probably should have got one. Um, I think you could argue that Alif should have got one as well. We didn't cover the fight, but he got a knockout in what, like 30 seconds or some crazy shit like that. Blink and you miss a knockout. I thought maybe he should have got one. But yeah, you know, Prajanchai got the double bonus. I think he's very good, and you know, I think it's a good marketing tactic to give a guy a double bonus because then people go, "What? What was that about?" And then go check it
Yeah.
out, and they see some fucking surgeon out there. So that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
True.
good card. Good card. This is one that I think people on paper were like, it's kind of one of their weaker fight night cards, but I thought it was pretty good.
Hey everybody, Ramiro and Will here. Thank you for watching that short clip. Just so you know, that was a small excerpt from what we covered this last Sunday, right, Will?
Yeah, we cover the entire event every weekend. So this was just a cutout from the live stream that we did. The link to that live stream is in the description. So if you want to hear about the other fights that night, it's down below in the description. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because we go live every Sunday to cover events. And if you do that, you'll know for next week and you can tune in and be in the chat and get featured on the show just like everybody else was on this clip.
We hope to chat with you live.